free to use. It's quite the bargain. It fills you with energy, can make you feel better no matter what. Gratitude never goes out of style. It is accessible to all people. It's easy to translate. Saying thank you, that's the sign for thank you. I just automatically did that. People understand it. They understand a smile. They understand that presence, that energy they bring to it. So good to see you all coming in. Um, you don't need special equipment to be grateful or to show your gratitude. All you have to do is show up and look around and think of what you might be grateful for. So as always, we're going to start with that. What are you grateful for? If you would like to put it in the comments, that would be fabulous. I love how people are coming in and greeting each other already. That always makes my heart sing. I'm so grateful for that. And replay viewers, as you come in and watch on replay, I would love it if you would participate in the comments just as if you were live, because I'll be back in here checking and seeing what you have to say, because I value who you are as much as I value these folks who are here live. So some of our remarkable people, oh, that's wonderful. I love that comment there. Hey, good to see you, Kay and Rose. So happy you're here again on another Monday. Time to reset and start our week with gratitude, wonder, all those good things. Good to see you, Paula. And then there's Ninja. Dr. Ninja Turtle is here. And yes, you are in good company. It is so good to hear that Dr. Ninja Turtle, who I call Ninja, says that gratitude is a cornerstone of his life. And Paula comes back with, I'm grateful for Rambo, who makes you get out and go for a walk. I saw you out with your personal trainer. Mrs. Paula does retirement. If you're not following her, I hope that you will, because she is committed to herself being healthy, getting healthier every day. Rhonda, hello, good to see you, Rhonda. What are you grateful for today? We'd love to hear about it. One thing I also had on my list, because yes, I started with a list today, gratitude is unifying. And I like to think that on Mondays, we come in here and we gather in community. We get together. Hopefully, some of you even look forward to this session. I know that I do, because it brings us together. It's one of those things that it's not, there's no sides with gratitude. There's no different team. We're all on the same team. We're all on team gratitude. I really appreciate that. So anyway, I'm glad to see you. Please continue to add your gratitude into the comments. And the other thing we talk about here on Mondays is intention. Gratitudes and intention. So intention can be looked at as synonymous with goals or vision or mission or purpose. I prefer to look at intentions as ending this sentence, wouldn't it be wonderful if, will lead to an intention. Sometimes questions, if you ask a question of yourself, that will lead to an intention. So that can mean a specific thing, a specific doing thing. It can also be a specific feeling or a specific way of being that you would like to bring to a certain situation. So, oh, Cheryl's in the house. Hi, Cheryl. Glad that you're here. If you'd like to say what you're grateful for in the comments, that would be awesome. There's something about sharing gratitudes in community that's also really cool. That's significant, and I think it adds energy to it. So Rhonda says, entreaty by Rhonda Hensley says, I'm grateful for my life today and all the blessings in my life. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. By the way, as you pop in, if you could like, somebody just did that. If you'd like to like this video, I would appreciate it. I'm grateful that I'm here today. I'm coming to you from South Jersey as opposed to North Jersey, where I usually am. And you might be able to tell because I have different look behind me, pink walls. I have a bookcase behind me. I'm never far from my books. I'm grateful for all of the learning that I'm constantly doing, learning and growing. That is one of my, one of the joyfully, or aging joyfully trademarks is that we continue to learn, grow, stretch, try new things, experiment, fall flat on our faces sometimes, because we believe it's okay. If you fall flat on your face, it shows that you're out there doing something rather than sitting around not doing something. I've done plenty of not doing some things in my life, and I'm still ready and excited to do some new things. Does anyone have anything new they've done this week they'd like to put in the comments? You don't have to be nervous around here because we're all pretty open-hearted people. So I'd love to hear some of that maybe. You never know who you're going to encourage. You never know who you're going to encourage by stating a gratitude or sharing an experience. I want to show you something funny. So I just got back from my road trip and I was unpacking some things down here in South Jersey and I found this. Does anyone know what this little doohickey is? I pulled it out of the drawer right beneath where I'm sitting and I was like, I was wondering where this is. So this is a little a tool that you stick to your window and you then stick your phone to it so that when you're driving, or you can stick it like if you're doing it like like I could do it here, I could stick it to my wall if I wanted to. But I got it so that I could record the landscape as it passes while I drive. It's a doodad. Yes, Ron, it's a doodad. This doodad did not do me much good on my road trip when I was stuck here in a drawer. So now I'm going to actually put it in my car so that I will have it. So when I want to get some more road footage, which I inevitably will. So I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful I found this. Rhonda says I'm practicing grateful for simple things like hot water in the shower, the first sip of coffee. It is so important. And Rhonda brings up a great point for being grateful for those seemingly small, ordinary things. Those simple, important things, says Paula. I'm grateful that someone, I don't know who, left this blanket down here because I'm in the basement. It's cold down here, especially in this room. So I'm grateful that someone crocheted this blanket. I'm grateful for whoever that anonymous person so long ago did this, or maybe just recently. But this is a hand crocheted blanket. I'm grateful for the person who made this blanket. I'm grateful for the person who put this over my chair that I'm sitting in so that I could have it handy, so I could stay warmer than without it. I am grateful that I have these little notebooks. I bought these notebooks when I was working at the high school. They're really inexpensive, and I gave them to students so that they could always have something to write in, to journal in. Can Rose says, I will be grateful if we don't lose power today. Strong thunderstorms moving in. I hope so too. I hope the man's is still standing when I get back, which will be tomorrow, so it's not that long. Cheryl says, I learned how to fix my video from being sideways to horizontal, and you did it in Canva. That is so cool, Cheryl. I watched that video. It was a great video, and I'm really curious. Maybe you'll teach us how to do that in Canva. I hardly ever use Canva for my video making adventures. Maybe I ought to try that. So yeah, it's supposed to have 50-mile-per-hour winds down here. So maybe it's a good thing I'm in the basement. Yeah. Paula, it looks like a lot of people Cheryl, it looks like a lot of people will be grateful if you do teach that. So I know, isn't it beautiful? It's so cozy. It's so cozy. And I'm also grateful if our power doesn't go out. That would be nice if the power stays on. I'm grateful. Okay, this is a really, oh my gosh, you had 60-mile-per-hour wind yesterday, Rhonda. Yeah, it's like, see, that's another way to be grateful. Grateful for the things aren't so, grateful that things aren't so bad if they were worse yesterday than today. I lost my train of thought because I was thinking that I saw Ninja say that he needs one of these doodads. It's so funny. The things that we acquire as broadcasters, as live streamers, as video content creators. Oh my goodness, school let out in Tennessee because of the high winds. That's a new one. I've yet to hear that. One of my jokes from working at the high school, I still get calls for them because I'm a sub. I still get calls from them about various things going on, weather-wise. And it's usually a voicemail saying, due to inclement weather, before the weather happens. Hey, Debbie Sue's in the house. Debbie Sue is grateful for her husband. He takes such good care of you. Oh, and he has surgery tomorrow. We'll keep him in our prayers, Debbie Sue. Most definitely. I'm so glad that you are here. We adore Debbie Sue. Always thrilled to see her. Thingamajigs. Yeah, these are doohickeys and thingamajigs. Things that we use to make our recording more I can't speak English today, apparently. Easier. You're having 30-mile-per-hour winds down in Alabama. Wow, lots of wind going on. Right now I'm listening to a sound that sounds like my coffee maker, but it's not my coffee maker. My coffee maker isn't here. Whatchamacallit. I'm grateful that I finally finished my most favorite video of my road trip so far. I thought I would finish it this weekend. I was going to publish it yesterday. Nope, that didn't happen. So I'm going to publish it tomorrow, so be on the lookout. It's very funny. Oh, the storm is coming up from the south. Okay, okay. Yeah, it could be. That might be why it's worse here. Maybe it'll calm down by the time it gets to North Jersey. So yeah, I hope you watch my video tomorrow. I was going to say that the title is going to have the word romance in it. You know, I am a romantic, and romance in the title. It is, I think it's hilarious. I don't know, maybe I won't, but yeah, just too much fun on Route 66. And many prayers for Debbie Sue and her husband and his surgery that he's having tomorrow. I'm grateful that, in relationship to that, I'm grateful that there are many highly skilled doctors and nurses and caregivers out there for us. Very grateful for that. So it really is remarkable. It really is remarkable. So I think you like that hand crochet. I'm wrapped up in it. I'm wearing purple today. It's my second day in a row wearing purple. My granddaughter very much loves Granny with purple. And today she brought me a purple ball so we could play catch, which we did. And we played catch with a tennis ball. We were quite into playing catch earlier today. Let's see, what else? What else are we grateful for? We'll do gratitude for like another minute or so, and then we'll also hop into intentions. So if you're feeling like, I know they're granny squares, aren't they great? If you have any intentions, I had an intention to learn how to do this. I'm still not very good, and I need practice. I'm thinking that if I can follow Paula's footsteps into the senior center, they do have a crochet group, so maybe I could finally learn how to do this. Because I would love to make, this is going to sound strange, but I would love to make crochet granny squares. Because this is literally what I took crochet class for, because I wanted to learn how to do granny squares. I want to make clothing out of granny squares. One of my friends does that. So thank you about loving the purple. Purple is my favorite color. Speaking of purple, also in the video that's coming out tomorrow, you will meet, this is a very old photo, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I'm grateful that I have photos like this around. There I am. Oh, it's too, there you go. This is me, and this is Emma. You will see both of us. You will see both of us on the video that has the word romance in the title. And AI told me to do that whole romance thing, so. Rhonda, you can make granny squares. It's a good intention to go back to yoga and meditation. It's very good intention. I did not meditate I didn't meditate last night or this morning. Usually I do. And I meditate both at night and in the morning. And I think that when I'm not in my normal surroundings, I'm less likely to do my practices. Okay, as long as we're doing, Julie's showing photos, which she's grateful for. So I'm grateful for this one, the photo I showed you before. You can see how I had very dark hair then. You never quite know, Julie changes her hair. I change my hair a lot. But there I am. There's little Emma. She's still as cute as a button. Oh, Debbie Sue, you could do, I do know how to knit, not very well. But I'm also grateful, you know, one daughter you can't not share the other one. So this is my other daughter when she was quite young. She still looks the same though. So this is Catherine. This is Catherine. And her daughter looks just like her. I know there's a lot of like interference. Oh, that's probably better. You have to hold it at just the right angle. That's my Catherine. Yeah, oh, those were the days. I'm grateful that I have those photos. They are really cute. My girls are cute. And my son is really handsome. My son looks just like my dad. And my dad... Okay, so I'm going to tell a story that I'm grateful for. Are you ready? And you can keep stating your intentions, your gratitudes, and I'll share them. But I worked for a publishing company. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I used to work for one of the big, still in existence, publishing companies. And so did my dad. My dad worked there before me. And so one of his old coworkers One of his old coworkers told me that once they were at a sales meeting, and this woman came up to my dad, who, by the way, at this point had 4 children. He was young. It was like 31 years old. He was young, but he had 4 children and a wife at home. And this woman in the bar comes up to him and says, "You are the most attractive man I've ever seen." I don't know what to tell you, but that's what happened. And this former coworker, my dad, said that all the other men were just in awe and wishing that they were the one who this young woman or this woman was saying to him. So anyway, that's my dad. I talk about him a lot. But I'm grateful that I have a memory for all the stories I have, whether they're silly or serious. Okay, for me, my intentions for the week, I'm going to see what I can come up with. I want to continue to feel, if I feel 70% of what I felt for the last week, I will be very thrilled because I felt great in the last week. Going on the road trip really was great medicine, and I'm really grateful that I've been able to keep up that energy, just feeling so good all the way around. So I want to keep feeling as great as I have felt. I also want to continue moving forward with planning. Uh, I'm literally now starting to plan for the fall of 2026 and 2027 as well. So I want to get my roadmap built for myself, not just traveling roadmap, but roadmap for my work. One thing I haven't done as much of in the last 6-9 months is really working on my business. So when I say my business, I'm a creativity coach. I teach classes, and I miss standing in front of, instead of a group, teaching and facilitating. I'm more of a facilitator than a teacher. Yes, I teach how to do things, but I also really facilitate processes. So I really want to get back into that more. I think I felt untethered because I haven't known what was coming next. Okay, so Rhonda wants to batch some content. That's excellent. That is so good. So let me just ask a question, and Rhonda, you may answer or not, but I'm wondering, is batching content that includes like video content, but also written content, blog content, website content, articles, social media stuff? I'd love to hear more about that. You can talk to me off video also if you'd like to. As a content creator, I've been spending more time on Substack. Some of you know that I started last year on Substack and YouTube. Okay. Okay, so Kay and Ro they're saying something. They're excited about the next video dropping Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Very, very, very special guest is going to be on that video. I think everyone on this chat would be excited about that. So, by the way, replay viewers, follow K Row Hiking Happens if you don't, because yes, a very special guest is going to be on their Wednesday video. And I'm sure that was an amazing time for all people involved, especially the special guest had an excellent, excellent time. Oh, newsletter. Yes, I agree, Rhonda. My newsletter like doesn't exist anymore. I need to get back to that. I know, wink. So funny. I'd say one thing that Kevin and Ro both learned recently is that I laugh a lot. I find so many things thrilling and fun, and I do a lot of laughing. So, okay, that is wonderful. Debbie Sue, her intention for the rest of the week is to give her husband TLC and spend time resting for myself when I can. So we'll include you in our prayers too, Debbie Sue. Prayers for being the just right caregiver for your husband as he is recovering. Give him TLC and hopefully have some TLC too. Self-care, self-love, self-nurturing. I know for myself as a caregiver, because I'm a caregiver as well, not currently caregiving, but it's super important to keep yourself in the equation. So, So, Ninja's setting his alarm for 5 p.m. Wednesday. I want you, yeah, caretakers and caregivers need huge prayers. We could just include caregivers overall. And I would say Ninja is setting his alarm for that premiere, or not the premiere, when they drop that video. When the special guest is going to be on K Row Hiking Heaven's channel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Highly recommended. By the way, if you haven't liked this video, if you have a chance to do that, I'd be really, really grateful. So grateful for that. One of the things, okay, so how about, did any of y'all, oh, Paula, is it snowing there? Okay, so we're gonna have some snow discussion, which is always cool. We like to know, because I'm grateful for when it's not snowing. Although in North Jersey, I heard yesterday it's supposed to snow again. And my friends up there in the town where I live, when I came back from my road trip, they said, you brought the great weather with you. But snow may happen this week. Okay, but wind, kids sent home from school because of the wind, which is a new thing. I remember seeing on the some weather report about how really awful it was going to be up and down, like not necessarily on the coast, but inland a little bit. Oh, it's snowing. It is snowing where Debbie Sue is. Okay, there's expecting more snow overall. Oh, look at that. Hey, and Jen is here. Hi, Jen. Getting ready for the day and listening in. We're always glad that you're here, Jen. So good to see you. Are you still, or is it over? Is Tony Robbins over? Well, the event that you were at, I'm guessing it's over by now. Today I'm going to do something very exciting. I'm grateful that I'm going to go furniture shopping. I'm grateful that my daughter and I are going furniture shopping. I have a confession to make, and that is that I have never had a really super high quality mattress. And I am going to invest in a super high quality mattress. Yay! I think it's about time. So I'm very excited about that. I have the intention to get the highest quality and as reasonable priced as possible. So I'm very excited about that. That's kind of an intention and a gratitude all wrapped up in one. We still have space and time for gratitude, but I'm curious also, another thing that I was about to say that I forgot because I got so excited about seeing Jennifer. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. I like it's chilly here, so I have this crochet blanket here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so Mrs. Paula is talking about a rural county with lots of hollers, which are also known as back roads, and buses cannot travel safely in very high winds. I would say that's one of the reasons why the high school where I've worked gets canceled, because of all the kids are bussed in, and there are a lot of them on small country roads too. So I don't think our roads qualify as hollers, though. I think that's a southern thing. Or maybe we just don't have a name for it. Okay, hang on a second. That's funny. Okay, there we go. So good to see everyone. So good to see the friendliness. I'm grateful for the friendliness and the encouragement that everybody shares with one another. And here's the question I was going to ask. Have you all learned anything new that you'd like to share with one another? Something you're grateful for that you are considering or thinking about or pondering? One of the things that I learned about recently is that the most like successful lives are like 45 minutes is like a magic number. And I'm like, wow, I usually stay on for a half an hour because my energy starts to drain. So maybe I need to build my momentum to stay on for longer than half an hour. But in half an hour, I feel like I'm pushing it at the half hour mark. It also, the sky looks very threatening here too, at least the last time I was upstairs where I could see out. This room has no windows, so I don't know what it looks like outside right now. After being in my home office at the manse where I was constantly looking out the window, watching the sunrise from the window, this is definitely a different experience. So that was something I learned. I learned about live streams being 45 minutes long. I also, a woman who I trust very much, who works with YouTube. She's really into YouTube as TV. Her name is Darren. I'll have to put her name in the Darren. Does anyone know Darren? I'm trying to think. Hi, Goodish. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Jen is thankful for the very many takeaways from Unleash the Power Within. That's marvelous. But Darren is a YouTuber, and she talks a lot about YouTube as the new TV, and she talks about storytelling a lot, which I like because I'm a storyteller. But she's the one who talked about live streams being 45 minutes, and she hasn't live streamed yet. So always find it interesting when people who don't live stream talk about live streaming. So, but mostly why people don't live stream is because, they're nervous about live streaming. And I've live streamed regularly since 2015, so I don't have fears. So again, I'm so grateful that everyone greets one another with such joy. I'm also grateful that Jennifer shares videos about her experience at Unleash the Power Within. That's so wonderful for us to see. I hope I got the name of the series right. Yes, Unleash the Power Within. She shares that, and I love watching those videos. They're really a lot of fun. Listening to sounds. Okay, so here's a really shallow one. A shallow gratitude. Are you ready? I am really grateful that I'm in my daughter's house because she has cable TV here, so I can watch. Tonight I'm going to watch at 8 o'clock the Bachelor Mansion Takeover. If any of you, I know some of you watch Golden Bachelor, but Bachelor Mansion Takeover is where former Bachelor contestants are remodeling the Bachelor Mansion. And I am so shallow that I completely am looking forward to that because I can't normally watch them. Oh yeah, be careful. I hope I don't have any food stuck in my mouth. Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. You don't think well, I'm not going to tell you I think you have the right personality. Oh, okay, you're going to do a spin-off live from the live that I had on Friday. That's fun, Ron. I want to hear more about that. I'll be back on Friday morning. Thank you for that chance to plug. 8:30 a.m. Friday Eastern time. I'm doing coffee and conversations on the porch. Hopefully it won't be too cold. I did wear my jacket on that. I'm grateful that Jennifer says that's awesome. She loves trash TV. There you go. Oh, superstitions. Yes, that's right. Friday the 13th. We learned a lot last Friday. And the reason I talk about Friday the 13th is because I'm like, okay, so I don't have any real title or content suggestion for this video. So I need to come up with one. So I'm already thinking about what can we talk about off the cuff, just like we're sitting around drinking coffee on Friday. So I'll be thinking of a topic. If you have one that you really want to talk about, let me know. Trash TV is a fun one. Probably ridiculous. Grateful for having grandkids nearby. And that's also a good one. You had advice on how to edit your videos with limited power in your laptop. That's fantastic. I was worried about going live today because my phone, I didn't charge it overnight, and it still has plenty of powers. That's exciting. I'm so grateful for that. These are wonderful gratitudes. These are wonderful gratitudes. Okay, so Cheryl's popping in with some really good information. All across the U.S., there's extreme weather, wind and fire threat, tornado warnings, extreme heat, ice storms, blizzards, flooding, etc. Okay. She closes with, "We are in the last days." Yeah, so we need to be grateful for the time we have and for the people we love and all of those things that come with that. So thank you, Cheryl. Jennifer says, "I love the 90 Day Fiancé franchise." So does my daughter. My daughter, Emma, loves 90 Day Fiancé. Paul's encouraging, yeah, share that. Share the wisdom. Share the wisdom. Thank you. I also would like to say, as far as all the weather stuff, I'm also grateful for first responders and people who are offering help to one another. That makes me feel grateful. And also seeing communities pull together. Grateful. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Debbie Sue and Paula, for being so loving toward one another. Off-topic question. What is your favorite vacation place? Okay, does anyone have a favorite vacation place? Let me think about that for a moment. My favorite vacation places might seem odd. I'm a house sitter, as some of you know, and I just got a call yesterday to house sit in Amherst, Massachusetts, in August, and I house sat there last fall. And I was so thrilled to get the call to go back because that means, hey, Mike, good to see you. Do you have a favorite vacation place, Mike? Not to put you on the spot, but we had a question about that. So, um, anyone want to pop in with their favorite vacation spot? This is so funny. Rhonda says that she watched Golden Bachelor so that she could analyze all the people. And I was going to say, Rhonda, that would make such a great video talking about all the people. And Ninja's grateful for first responders. I love this. I'm grateful for all of you all who have recently got 1,000 subscribers. We have a whole bunch of you here in the house that happened for. So I'm grateful for all of you because that inspires me. I'm up to 705. So I'm thrilled with that. A week ago, I said, I hope I can get 700 by the end of the week. And I'm at 705. That's really thrilling. So thank you for all that. Yes, yes. And God bless and protect all the first responders. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Paula. Jennifer said, my husband's parents were postponing their trip to Wisconsin from Florida because of the weather. So I'm excited about going back to Amherst, which is a favorite vacation spot. I started going to Western Massachusetts with my daughter, who I'm in her home right now. She went to school in Massachusetts. So I'm most excited about that because, hello, I'm going to go back to the highest point in Massachusetts, which also is part of the Appalachian Trail. So when I went there before, I didn't actually hike any of that. I mean, very little. And I want to go back and hike more of that. And I also want to hike the New England Trail a bit. Because that is a short, long trail, and I would like to get some more trails in. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So Mike says his favorite place would be Nebraska Lake McConaughey or Jackson in Colorado. So Lake McConaughey in Nebraska? I was just in Nebraska. I really liked it. Oh, Roaring River, Missouri, trout fishing and camping, says Rhonda. Is that in southern Missouri? I visited Cape Girardeau and fell in love with it. That's in southern Missouri. I don't know if I said this in a video, but my daughter Emma is named for, I probably did, I ramble sometimes so much, but she is named for her great, great, great grandmother, whose name was Emma. I was just talking about this yesterday with my kids. Emma Wilhelmina was her great, great, great grandmother, and she was the midwife in Egypt Mills, Missouri, which doesn't really exist anymore, but it's outside of Cape Girardeau. Okay. Belize was amazing, says Ninj. I bet it would be. If you don't know Belize, was once called British Honduras. So it's in Central America, and they're English speaking, which is helpful if you don't speak Spanish. Oh, you're very familiar with Amherst. Oh, very good, very good. I'm so glad. Okay, outside of Ogallala. Is that how you say it? Ogallala, Nebraska. Okay, yeah, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I'd love to go to Eureka Springs. I have not gone there. If you recall my first part of the road trip, I was amazed with Arkansas. I was like, this is cool. Most everywhere I go, I get amazed with it. But yeah, okay. So look, we've gone over 30 minutes. So guess what? We will give this about 2 more minutes. So if you have any last thoughts about great vacation spots, silly television shows you like to watch, things you're grateful for, or intentions, these are all good. If you have a chance, if you could press that like button, I'd appreciate it. I would really like to go to Alaska, and I'd really like to go to Hawaii. I haven't gone to either of those, and I've now been in 46 American states. I would like to go to those. I've never been to North Dakota. I'd like to go there. Oh, your son is getting married in Eureka Springs, Rhonda? You were in California for 3 weeks. That was your only time on the West Coast. Well, I hope you had good times in California. California is like so many states wrapped up in one. There's so many different regions there. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Roaring River. Okay. Yeah, I really would like to go to all 50 states. I really think that, a lot of people don't travel around the US. They like go to Europe or wherever, they go to other continents. I'm like, there's so much to see here in the US. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. And I love showing all the great things, all the overlooked things here in the US. Okay. Roaring River. Okay, that's good. There's so many beautiful spots to go get married in. In fact, We talked about that in my video that came out recently. We talked about that on my short. Yeah, I talked about that on my short this morning, getting married in Laughlin, Nevada. A lot of people get married in Nevada for smaller weddings or elopements. But now elopements are or travel destinations. One of the houses that I am house sitting in May, they are having a destination wedding that everybody's going to. Right, Cheryl, I have been many different places. You're right. I got the travel bug when I was a child because we would road trip because there were 6 kids, and my parents would put us all in the country squire as turquoise, and we'd take off from New Jersey. We'd go to Florida, we'd go to North Carolina, we even road trip to California. So when people say, gosh, you road trip a lot. I've been road tripping my whole life, so. All right. We have about 30 more seconds. I just want to say also, I'm so grateful for all of you. It has been such a pleasure being with all of you today, each and every one who came for this live stream. We're here every Monday at 12:30 and Eastern time. I also have lives now Thursday at 4:30 p.m. That's a standard time for my poetry video live stream. And then Friday mornings, we're doing a trial run, 8:30 a.m. Because Tracy at Coba's Cattails said, why don't you do a live stream on your porch? So, oh, go to Dubai, New Zealand, and then over to Australia. That's what my cousin did when I was house sitting for her. She went to New Zealand. She cut out the Australia part of the trip, but she had a great time in New Zealand. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Look at all these great connections. My heart is happy. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for being here.